Hi everyone, I am Nihal Musaliarakam. I'm here to present my research project. My research project is about making a new kind of band-aid with natural products. So band-aid has been in the market for really long time. Egyptians use it, many ancient civilizations use it, but when it came to the modern band-aids, I feel like it's still basic. There is antimicrobial activity banned in the market, but it's like neosporin and silver nanoparticles one, which is a bit expensive and not a natural product. So I find a gap between making a natural product natural product band-aid. So I choose curcumin, which is very famous for its antibacterial and wound healing activity. So I tried to encapsulate this curcumin. Curcumin has a problem. Like it has very uh, it degrades faster over light, and it has very low solubility. So due to these problems, I tried to make it in a hydrogel metric solution. So like a hydrogel, but so the curcumin has like more stability and everything, and testing it in four different conditions. So I made uh, my first formulation was making a curcumin chitosan nanoparticles, and then embedding that to a chitosan hydrogel. So it has more stability, but I failed to separate the nanoparticles. And when I checked uh, the drying period of that nanoparticle, it was really taking much time. So I just moved on to the next step. So I tried to embed these nanoparticles in a hydrogel uh, solution and tried it for UPLC analysis for the stability testing. But my T0 time point gave me a very low, the lowest concentration, which my standards are in. So there was no point for checking the stability again. So I tried to my second formulation, which is like without us without a curcumin nanoparticles, uh, just using curcumin chitos and hydrogel. I prepared that and tested it whether it is drying out for 5 days, 6 days. But with the methods I followed, it was really the material didn't dried out as I thought, and it was still like a gel, not a patch. So that part of the work need to be fixed a little bit. I did antimicrobial activity of this gel I made, and it didn't give me a consistent result, because the formulation I made was like not in a sterile environment. So any antibacterial activity I was testing, what was like an inconsistent result giving to me. But I tested this band-aid against my band-aid is like curcumin chitros and hydrogel, and I tested it with a, a free hydrogel itself, a regular band-aid, and a free curcumin. uh, there was not like consistent data, but there was a visible inhibition of growth of bacteria on some plate a little bit, but because of the consistency was not that good, I cannot state my hypothesis is true. And my band-aid also contained different other chemicals also, so including a control for that was, I couldn't include a control for that too. So but I feel like the regular band-aid didn't give any kind of inhibition. So we try to if if my curcumin band-aid has some more concentration of curcumin in it, it would have worked. So and I checked the stability of curcumin, like this hydrogel. under four different conditions, storing it by like 4 degree light dark to check that whether the stability is increasing or not. But when I test the stability test, uh, it didn't give me a consistent result because my band-aid, like this gel I made, was very viscous. Taking out an appropriate volume of that with a pipette was very hard job. And because of that, I couldn't state my stability analysis data is a successful thing. So I need to work on that too. But primary part, if I think, uh, the the primary part, if I think, like the 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 gel the gel I made is like still gel. I wanted it in a patch. So concentrations of the chitosan, the method I followed right now, uh, was like for the viscous gel kind of thing. I need to work on different concentration to test whether it is working. So my aim is to make a CurcuPatch, like a natural curcumin, chitosan, or other natural products band-aid. So uh, till now, I didn't get any consistent result with that, but I think one day it will work because I future if I'm going forward with that, I'm planning to do it in a sterile environment with different kinds of chitosan concentration, or replacing chitosan with other PGLA particles. But chitosan like also have antimicrobial activity. That's what studies shows. So I thought like making a chitosan curcumin band-aid would be a good option. So my first method, I was like, as I mentioned, my first method was like using curcumin nanoparticles, like with chitosan embedded curcumin nanoparticles, and separating it and drying out that, then add that to the chitosan hydrogel. So my nanoparticles formulation didn't went good. I couldn't test additional tests for my chitos like nanoparticle formulation. So I moved forward to the chitosan hydrogel. When I made my first sample, and I started the T0 stability analysis, the quantification of curcumin was very low than the detectable standards I made. So there was no point of taking forward it for the stability test. So I changed my formulation to another thing, like just adding curcumin to a chitosan hydrogel, and I tested the stability. It didn't give me a consistent result because already the solution was so viscous, it was really hard for me to take it out with a pipette. I should work on that too, like use a syringe or something. Okay, so this was my plan, and this is what I did in my 6 weeks of period. Uh, by doing some of the research part, I understand that I need to work on different things, and I need to put more analysis on like patch formulation, and different concentration should be tried out, because when I made the band-aid, I thought it will be drying out and it will be making a hydrogel patch, but it didn't happen. It was more of like a gel kind of thing. So I need to work on that too. So this is my research project. I did try like antimicrobial activity of this, but I couldn't make the gel in a sterile environment, so it was really hard for me to, you know, give a proper result. Um and I couldn't add, like, there was other materials, chemicals involved in this hydrogel, like in this formulation. So I couldn't add a vehicle control, like controls for that too. uh, I tested my patch against a free chitosan patch, and um, I tested it against regular band-aid. Regular band-aid didn't give any results, so and my curcumin chitosan, like that too, didn't give any results. But the difference in the concentration might be a reason for that. Uh, so um, in future, I need, like, if I'm going forward with that, I need to work on some of the things, but formulation of the band-aid and everything. So far I didn't get a better result, but I still think it's gonna work one day. So thank you.